This is Brendan with Sons of Speed, bringing you yet another episode of Corvette Corner. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about today, because today is when Chevrolet finally dropped the price of the C8 out there, including almost all of the options. We'll get to that in a second. But first, they dropped this big nugget as well. The top speed of the Corvette 2020 Stingray is going to be 194 miles per hour, which is about 8 more than the C7 got. Right there. Unbelievable. I mean, that's just you're knocking on the door 200 with just the base model. Now, I don't know if that's with or without the Z51 wing, because the Z51 wing does provide 400 pounds of downforce, just the low one. So that could be just the base model, which is probably, it looks a little more slipperier for the top end, but that's just amazing. Now, let's get to the big news of the day. As you've no doubt heard by now, the C8 starts at $59.95, which comports exactly with what they told us at the launch. It would be under $60. Now, when they said that, though, I was assuming that would not include the destination charge, because it's a nice little game that they play about base prices. But this actually includes a $1,095 destination charge. The effective sales price then, as everybody else advertises it, would be $58,900. That's insane. Wow, that's value right there with everything that you get for it. Now, just to give you an idea what that looks like compared to the outgoing 2019 C7, this is going to blow your mind. The cheapest C7 you can buy, Msrp, again, right now they're about 10 to 20% off, but just let's look at MSRPs, is $56,995 for the 7-speed manual, versus the $59.95 for the C8 is a $3,000 difference. For all of that innovation, for moving it to a mid-engine platform, for everything that they changed about this car, they're asking $3,000 more than the last car. It's an insane bargain. It's what Corvette's done for years. It gets even more just nuts when you look at the fact that this is an automatic-only car. If you take the price of the C7 automatic, which is $58,990, the difference is only $1,005. To go from an automatic C7 to an automatic C8, they want an extra $1,005. Wow. Great job that Chevy did on this. Now, if this is going to hold like the C7 pricing did, that's going to go up within probably 6 months, maybe less. There's going to be a series of price increases, so these prices will not hold. It's just great to get a lot of attention at this point. And if you're one of the first in there and you're paying MSRP, you're paying MSRP, but keep in mind that price is going to increase. It did last time, and so the ones that got in and paid MSRP right off the bat, they did pretty good. So buckle up now, because we're going to do a deep dive on the pricing of this car, starting with the 1LT option. And this is going to go a little quick, so just try to keep up. We are going to first look at some interesting things about the 1LT. Number one is you can't get the GT2 seats at all. So if you want GT2 seats, you're going to have to move up to the 2LT. The only thing you can opt for is the competition sport seats. It's $1,995. The other very, very interesting thing, and this, I don't know if this was a mistake or what, but this performance data recorder with navigation, you could always get that on any trim level of any Corvette in the past, the C7, especially with the PDR. It says it's $0. That's not going to be true, because it also has this footnote that says it's included and only available with IoT, which is an option package. If we go to the C8 order guide and we look for IoT, you're going to see that it is an audio infotainment system with the navigation, and it's available on the 1LT right here. Now the thing is, they don't give you a price for that in the pricing that was just released. So we have no idea what that's going to cost. My guess is it would be $17.95 or $18.95, along the lines of what the navigation and PDR combo costs right now, but we don't know for sure. The 2LT package is $7,300 more than the base, so it's $67,295. That's $2,845 more than the C7's 2LT. But you get PDR and navigation included, which was a $1,795 option on the C7, which makes the real difference between the 2LT on the C7 and the 2LT on the C8 only $1,050. Okay, so for $1,050, what do you get on the C8 that you don't get on the C7? So here is the whole list of the 2LT items. Now, the things that you get in the C8 that you don't get on the C7: wireless phone charging. You get a heated steering wheel. You get a 14-speaker Performance Series audio system. We talked about that in the last video. Power folding mirrors. You know, these aren't even available on the C7. The rear camera mirror with auto dimming. You get blind spot monitors, and you get the rear cross traffic alert. All of those items I just listed, $1,050 over the cost of the C7. That's mind-blowing. All right, now moving on to the 3LT. The starting price is $71,945, as you see there. That is $4,650 over the 2LT and $11,950 over a 1LT, almost $12,000 more. Now, there's only 4 additional features that you get with a 3LT, and those are right here. You get the GT2 seats with Napa and Mulan leather seating surfaces and carbon fiber trim, and you get the custom lap leather interior, suede wrapped upper interior trim, and the leather wrapped door panels. Now, the GT2 seats themselves cost $14.95. If you were going to get the GT2 seats anyway, the rest of the 3LT package costs $3,155. And for that, you get the carbon fiber trim and the other 3 items here listed at the bottom: the custom leather wrapped and the suede wrapped upper interior trim and the leather wrapped door panels. I have a 3LT C7. It's nice. As a daily driver, it's really nice to have those things. That's though, I had to get it because I wanted the collector's edition, and it was the only way to get the collector's edition Grand Sport. That's a lot of money for those things. So if it's your daily driver and you really like the sort of luxury touches, I would go for that. Otherwise, the 2LT is probably going to be the sweet spot for most people. So the 3LT on the C7, by the way, was $5,290 over the cost of the 2LT package. But that's because the 3LT and the C7 included the navigation where it wasn't included in the 2LT. But now it's $4,650. But you do get upgraded seats, which you didn't get in the C7. In the C7, the seats were the same. It was just the GT seats. There wasn't a GT1 and a GT2. So the Z51 package is still $5,000, the same exact price it was on the C7. And you get basically the same kind of things you got with the C7 you get on the C8. A lot of people think that magnetic ride control was included in the C7 Z51 package. It wasn't. You actually had to pay an additional $17.95. So you're really paying another $100 because the magnetic ride is now $18.95 over what the Z51 package was in the C7. The mag ride came with the Grand Sport, the Z07, and Z06, I should say, and the ZR1. So the higher models all got magnetic ride included with the car, even if you just got a 1LT. It didn't need a Z51. They were all track focused anyway. The performance exhaust system's included in the Z51. It's $11.95 if you want it by itself. So should you get magnetic ride or not? That really depends on how you're going to use it. If you are going to change everything about the suspension, putting coilovers, and really kind of do your own custom suspension, then don't get it. Everyone else actually probably will benefit from having magnetic ride, from going from a soft ride in touring mode. So if you're just going to travel around in the car and you want to have a comfortable ride, you're going to want magnetic ride. And if you're going to the racetrack, then you're going to want performance traction management, and you're going to want that firmed up suspension when you need it. And to continue a thought we had in the last video about the roof packages, if you want a glass roof, it is $995 by itself. But in paying an extra $1,000, you lose about a $4,000 to $5,000 body color carbon fiber roof. That's what those things cost. If you ever forget to latch it and it flies off on the freeway or something like that, you're going to pay $4,000 to $5,000 to replace a body color carbon fiber roof. By contrast, the glass roof is only about $2,000. So you'd be giving them an extra $1,000 and sort of losing out about $3,000 or $4,000 on the transaction if you take this CC3 option for the removable transparent roof panel. Better money is take the the dual roof package. This is the cost, the MSRP of a transparent roof anyway. So if you take this package, you get both roofs. So you keep your $4,000 to $5,000 carbon fiber roof, you add the $2,000 glass roof. And from experience, I can tell you that the glass roof is awesome when it's not summertime. When the sun is not beating down on you, like in the spring and the fall is when I use it. It lets in more light, it lets in more heat. It's great. In the dead of summer, I put the body color roof panel in because I just don't want all that heat coming through. It really does heat the car up having the transparent panel. You can buy inserts for it, so if you want to use it all the time, you can do that. But again, this is your better value. Even if you just take it and then sell the body color panel, you can get more than the $2,000 that they charge for the dual roof package. Another pleasant surprise was that the two-tone seats are only going to cost $395, which is awesome because they look great. And to add colored seat belts is only another $395. So for $800, you can get a really dressed up interior. That's really good news. I'm very happy about that. The front lift system. So it's not a bad price, $1,500 for it. It should be amazing. It should be very useful. I'm just wondering about what happens when it breaks if it's outside of warranty. The hydraulic systems are always pretty expensive. And how much does this weigh? So would this be something that you wouldn't want if you were really serious about tracking your car and you're trying to keep the weight of the entire car down? So very interesting. I do want to talk about this, and that is the carbon fiber and other visible ground effects packages. Couple things. This is not really clear whether the ground effects kit includes the rocker panel extensions. I would hope that it does because in the visible carbon fiber, it's a $5,000 kit almost, $4,850. And so the body color kit, which should be the front splitter and the side rocker panels, at $695 is a steal if your color makes it look nice. So some colors it will work, like if it's black, maybe even if it's white, some colors I think the body color will look better. If your car is something where carbon flash would look better, man, do they want to hit you up because it's carbon fiber, painted carbon flash, and it's only $1,000 cheaper. Here's the thing, though, like if you're all familiar with C7 Corvettes, you know about a company called ACS Composites. They make kits, they make front splitters, and they make side skirts, and they make really great products. People love them. So this is a kit for the C7 Stingray and carbon flash at $1,700. So if you wanted the carbon flash look, but you didn't want to pay $3,850, I'm sure ACS is going to, and other companies will come out with ground effects packages that are going to be cheaper than this. If the body color mold works for you, though, that's probably a great deal right there. The other thing is that the wing that we really love, I love this thing, is $1,150. I'm not sure. It kind of almost depends on how it attaches to the car. If it does like the ZR1 thing and it goes into the body, that could be very cool. If it just attaches to the top and this is something that could be replicated cheaper, I don't know. I think it looks great. I would get it. Just it's only about $300 more than I was expecting it to be. Not bad. So there you have our deep dive on the pricing of this car. It's going to be, I think, a huge hit because that pricing is simply insane. Like I said, $1,000 more than an automatic C7 for the base model. With everything you're going to get and just the revolutionary design that this car is, it's just going to sell like crazy until they start raising the price. What they'll do is they'll start raising the price to meet the demand, and they'll find the balance like they did on the C7. But amazing job. Hopefully this video helped you kind of pick through some of those options and realize where the prices are, because the 2LT package might sound like it's very expensive, but if you were going to get navigation anyway, and if you look at all of the other things that are included for basically $1,000, you get all that equipment. It's amazing. Here's my advice. If you're going to use this car as a daily driver, you probably at least want the 2LT package. I mean, just like having universal garage door openers, it's just memory seats, things like that. It's just for a daily convenience, it's worth it. If this is going to be a weekend toy, a track toy, something that you only take out every once in a while, you could probably get by with the 1LT and it'll be a great car and you're going to save a lot of money. But you know, it really depends on how you use it. And if you're just really like luxury and you don't mind spending the money, the 3LT is going to be a beautiful package. And don't forget, there's going to be Grand Sports and Z06s and Z01s, Azoras down the line that are going to be better, faster, and more expensive. So if you want to hold your powder dry for now and take a look at those, they'll be coming within the next few years. For now, this has been Brendan with Sons of Speed with another episode of Corvette Corner. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave us a comment, throw us a like, share the video, and we hope to see you on the next episode of Corvette Corner.